Hello my dear children, today we can study our 7th chapter, Congruence of Triangles. Congruence of Triangles. Here you can see two blades, that is Supermax 2 blades, okay? Now I am going to place over, here that is one over other, okay? Then what can you see? Here how many are there? Now you can feel only one blade. Actually this is two blades. That means these two blades has same shape and size. Okay? This I didn't open this cover. Anyway, every blades are same. Now I opened. I am going to place one over other. New blade. So here you can notice that only one blade. Exactly, it looks like a one blade. That means here the size and shape of these two are same. Now we can say that this one blade is congruent to another one. Okay. Now we can say this blade is congruent to this one. Okay. Here you can see two notebooks. Okay. Here one and here second one. Now I am going to place one over other. Now you can feel this one as one notebook. Okay, the size and shape are same for these two notebooks. Now we can say that these two are congruent to each other. This is known as congruency. Okay. Here you can see two line segments. Okay, if we can place one over other, exactly one over other, that time you will feel that this is only one line segment. Then we can say that these two are congruent to each other. This is known as congruency. How can we check it? We can trace this line and keep it up of this one, or you trace this line segment and place it over this line. Then if you feel these two are like this much length, then we can say these two lines are congruent to each other. Okay. This congruency is same in all shapes. Okay. If this is one shape and this is another one. Oh, this is somewhat lengthy. No problem. Not there, this much, okay. Then if we can place one over other exactly, and we can say at that time these two are congruent to each other. Okay. Now you can see two angles. One is 40 degree and another one is 60 degree. And if I trace this angle and I would like to place over this angle, then this will not be same. Because this is 40 degree and this is 60 degree. Here we can say these two angles are not in congruence. Okay, that means this angle is not congruent to this angle and vice versa. But if we get one more 40 degree, now we can trace this angle and we can keep over this angle. Now we can say that these two are congruent to each other. Okay. Now you can see here one triangle ABC and another one XYZ. Okay. If I trace this triangle and I tried to place over this triangle, then at that time these two will be same. And we can say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ. And here angle A is equal to angle X. Here angle B and angle Y. Here angle C and here angle Z. Okay. That is angle A is correspondence to angle X. We can use the name correspondence. Correspondence. New word for you. Okay. This is very important part in geometry. Okay. Congruence, correspondence and so on. Here angle A is, this is the symbol of correspondence. Angle A is correspondence to angle X. Angle B, which angle is equal to angle B? Angle X. So X is correspondence to which one? Y. Here angle C. Angle C is correspondence to angle Z. So Z. Okay. Now we can say here AB will be equal to XY, no? So we can say that AB is correspondence to XY. Then BC is correspondence to YZ. Okay. Then AC is correspondence to XZ. Okay. These are the congruence part of this triangle. Okay. These triangles congruence part are this one AB, XY. AB is correspondence to XY. BC is correspondence to YZ. AC is correspondence to XZ. Also, A is correspondence to X. B is correspondence to Y. And C is correspondence to Z. Okay. Now we can say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ. This is the symbol of congruent. Okay. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle XYZ. How can we write congruent? This way. 2 equal to and this symbol. Okay. This is the symbol of our congruency. Okay. We can go through the first example given in the textbook. Triangle ABC and triangle PQ are congruent under the correspondence. So ABC is correspondence to RQP. So P is correspondence. Write the parts of triangle ABC that correspond to angle P. Here P is there. So P is correspondence to C. Okay. P and C. Then Q, angle Q. Here angle Q. Here is B. Okay, second letter we have to think about the correspondence. A is correspondence to R, B to Q and C to P. Okay, so P, angle P is corresponding. Angle P is correspond to angle C, angle Q corresponding to angle B and angle R to A. What about the sides? We can check. AB to RQ, because these angles are equal, A to R and B to Q. So here AB and here RQ. Next AC. So here C is equal to P. So P and A equal to R. PR. Okay. Then BC. BC equal to C equal to P and B equal to Q. So BC equal to QP. That is BC corresponds to QP. Okay.